So the war went well. I think we should have a rest. Wowzer. One or more of your units is injured. Injured units can still fight but have a penalty to max strength equal to the number of days wounded. They heal as time passes. Ah, okay. Two points available. Shield break and defense, I think. Okay. I wouldn't mind buying some items, try and equip people with a few items. Start trying to soup up their abilities. I can't see anywhere, we can't buy any supplies or anything because we're not at a town with a market. That would make sense. But I think we'll just rest up for one day. And then get back on the road, seeing as we've just been at war. I think we deserve a day's rest. Ludin has been sending scouts ahead, quicker and more nimble than your Varl. One rushes back just as you cross the hilltop out of breath. Dredge, that direction, you overhear him tell Ludin. About a day away, they found the village. You ask what they're doing? Tearing the place apart, he says. Maybe 1,000 of them or more looking for God knows what. This will be a bigger fight than usual. Ludin is uncharacteristically silent, waiting to see what you say. I think we need to get closer, take a look at what's going on. You set out a slow march, moving as quietly as an army can. It'll be another half day before you spy the village. When they've come into view, you'll make a plan. With the village still a day away, you're eating on the march. Aval approaches. We had words earlier, says Gris. You recall him claiming that he didn't care for your command. You were right in what you did. Let me join your guard and fight at your side. Pride hangs on his posture and sincerity in his eyes. He seems sincere. Go on then, you got one shot. You tell him to report to Mogger. I don't sit in the back lines. Make a mistake and you'll get your head caved in. Nobody'll lose sleep over it. He nods and goes to speak with Mogger. Alright, so we've got a bodyguard, yeah. That's right. Bitch slap him, pull him into line, pull him into rank. You're close enough to hear Dredge rattling through the buildings below. The village seems to slither. Pull them out of the houses, Mugger suggests. Slag can't resist an ambush. We'll have better luck in an open field. No, I think the heat is in Hakon's eyes. He hates them. Let's take the fight to them. Kill them. You send your shield bangers forward to get their attention. Before long the dredge have gathered, ready for a fight. Dredge line the battlefield, weapons drawn, a fight seems inevitable. You take a quick head count. There must be at least 438. You have 84 fighters and 360 Varl. So what's that? 444. So pretty much equal. The two forces are about evenly matched. There is no guarantee of victory here. I mean, we're going to have to keep an eye out. Looking across the battlefield, you wonder if a tactical approach would be best. If you keep your weapons sheathed, you'll be able to take in the fight from afar and give orders with a clear head. You can never tell exactly how it's going to turn out, though. Yeah, I mean, it's 50-50. We might need to pull out. You hang back and try to direct the chaos of battle as best you can. Ah, right. Oh. Fucking hell. I wish I'd bloody known that. So I thought what that meant was it would kind of keep updating you with how it was going in terms of wins and losses, like deaths or whatever, and you could then choose to either join in yourself or you could retreat. I didn't realise that that's basically just an option where you basically lose however many fighters or whatever, you know, a default number. Like, that's pretty irritating. I didn't realise it was just an automatic, you know, resolve the battle type scenario. God damn it. Okay, well, we know for next time. The assault on the town is a disaster. Varl quickly start losing ground and you're overwhelmed. Many warriors fall in the retreat. It will take, but we'll have to go around the village, says Mogger. You regrettably agree. It takes a full day to navigate around the remaining dredge. As you skirt the town, you spot the bodies of allies who fell in the fight, including Gris, the Varl who had given you hard time earlier. It hits you harder than you expected. Well, that was a bad decision. I feel a bit upset with myself, really. You hear a shout echo on the wind, a standard Varl greeting. A caravan of Varl are heading your direction, probably a few hundred in total. You meet them halfway. You must be with Wagner. Was. Wagner didn't make it. You're serious? It's getting grim out here, but didn't expect that. You're flying the Schlid banner. What's happening? Isn't Ulfar in charge there? I'm Fassalt. Ulfar's still in Schlid, in case he needs to be. He sent me to meet Wagner. Well, you. We've seen nothing happening in Schlid yet. What do you mean? No dredge. They never came through Schlid. They're all pouring out of Ridgehorn. We only just found out about it. One group went that way. We came here. Ridgehorn? The fort on the bay? That place has been abandoned for hundreds of years. Yeah, well maybe that's why they're there. By all accounts it looks like another damned invasion. Ludin forces his way into the conversation. Wait a godless minute. What did you do? Careful now. You be careful. What did you start? You think men don't remember history? The long banner hangs in Arborang. The Second Great War nearly screwed us all. What did you do this time? Who the Fane is this? Don't really want to lose all these men. Take Ludin to Grofheim. I don't really want to start a war with this guy. At the end of the day we need to keep an alliance going to fight these dredge, and that's not going to serve the same. You know, that's just going to drive the wedge as well. So maybe I'll have to say the second one. Are you insane? He just said an army of dredge are pouring out of that fort. Go on to Grofheim then, Prince. Having your blood on my hands would be worse than doing nothing. This shuts Ludin up for a moment. You can see the battle raging in his head. He looks desperate for safety, but he didn't expect to flee like a coward. He expected you to come along. He glances at his men. We're already this far. If this is the Varl's doing, I'll know of it, and so will my father. Besides, you need my help and my fighters. If I go, so do Irsa and Bersi. Ludin's unexpected flip-flop catches you like a swift kick to the shins. Mogger can't contain a chuckle. Ha! The prince has courage. Just do whatever you like then. Paint me the villain, Hakon. What do I care? I'm sick of you being the only one to do as he pleases in this alliance. These are Varl lands. We're facing an army of dredge. How much experience do you have in these matters? True, mankind has never provoked them into a war. You're going for a third. Is taunting the dredge into genocide a game for your kind? Toughy, toughy, toughy. Keeps giving us this option to send him to Grofheim. If we walk away, we're going to lose so much face. But we don't really want to. But the alliance, at the end of the day, we knock him out and he's safe. His dad will like us, so. Before anyone expected it, you lay an open palm the size of a serving tray across the prince's face. He falls to the ground flattened, doesn't move. Take him to Grofheim. I'll send a few warriors with him. Hold on, this is the Prince of Men. We can't just leave him with some random Varl and hope he makes it. And what's the point of all these damn bodyguards? Listen, I wasn't sent here to babysit a human. These warriors are for Wagner. Well, for Hakon. If I merrily run back to Schlid, Ulfa's going to have my head on a pike. Don't try to tell me otherwise. Fine. Irsa and Bersi should be able to handle it. Just pray that nothing happens to him. Damn it, Hakon. This won't be easy to explain away. Good, we got rid of Ludin. The hike approaching the Godstone is murder. You recall how most Godstones were built on hills overlooking other Godstones so that travellers could follow them and find their way between cities. It does nothing to ease your pains. Dredge, shouts Mogger near the front of the caravan. Suddenly black rocks are whizzing past your head. What the fucking hell is this? You shout. Mogger shakes his head. A stone slams into the shield of a nearby Varl, exploding in a flash of light and razor-sharp fragments. Get behind the shield bangers, shouts Mogger as you approach for a fight. Okay, so we outnumber them by about 100 or so. Right, you see nervous glances. Just get involved quick. You consider taking your trusted allies and leading the charge, battering down the enemy. It will throw you into the thick of battle where fighting is most dangerous, but a strong charge can save lives. Formations. Yeah, let's go with that. Okay, there's quite a few. What on earth are these? The slinger runs several paces away from an attacker when hit. Let's move him out of the way. I want to try and take these guys out, really. Malice, taunt one adjacent unit, causing them to attack you on their next turn. Okay. Ouch. Yeah, let's bring you down here away from those other chaps. Right, well, that's one down. Ouch, these guys are really annoying. That's another one down. Hmm. $19. Wowza. Okay, let's move you over here. Okay. Hmm. Sundering impact. 100% to hit, +1 strength. Right. Okay, so his damage is now pretty poor. Good, good. Right, what's his special attack? Bring the pain, break damage to target. +1 to return the favour for 1 round. Who's next? The massive guy. Who's gonna do some serious damage to him, perhaps? Yeah, let's get you involved. Okay, so he's gone. Okay. This guy is gonna go bang. Okay. Right. Can only do... He can go next. Hakon can attack though, so... Can only do 1. What's his special ability? 100% to hit, +1 strength, +1 break to target. What else can he do? Break damage to target. I think we just need to start bringing his damage down. Okay. Can't see what that guy's thing is. so this fella's definitely gone. He has to be. Oh, there we go. Okay. Cool. Enemies being pushed back. You could take this opportunity to pull back. On the other hand, you have time to rest. I want to see what my party looks like. Let's pull back. The dredge give you a wide berth and scatter into the distance. What in the depths of these, you wonder, looking at the unusual dredge slingers? Nobody knows. Without warning, a deranged and half-dead slag stumbles out of brush, throwing itself upon the yokes attached to the treasure cart. Surprised Varl pull weapons, but not before the whole cart slides off slick rock and a sheer drop, stopped suddenly by a low growl. The enormous metal wagon dangles precariously off a cliff. From the end swings a confused yox still tied to its reins. On top, the dredge hangs on tight. Keeping the whole thing from plummeting over the side is Gunnulf, one hand white-knuckling the cart, the other wrapped round a tree trunk. You grab the cart and pull. You barely make any ground when the tree he's holding on to tears from the ground, dragging you with terrifying force toward the edge. I think you'd shout for her. You'd be like, "Ah, fucking hell!" Too late. The others lunge toward the cart just as it topples over the side. At the last moment you let go, but Gunnulf does not. Oh, you've got to be joking! You've got to be joking! No, cries the old Varl. The cart plummets and flips over rocks along the way, tossing its contents across the snow in a shower of golden gore. The yokes and the dredge are torn to shreds. Gunnulf lies motionless, his limbs splayed at unnatural angles. Oh, you've got to have... I really like Gunnulf. Following the shock of Gunnulf's death, you find yourself wondering why that dredge went after the yokes in the first place. Then you realise the bigger problem is the vast fortune now laying at the bottom of the cliff. Man, I think we need to go. There's dredge everywhere, you know, we're getting into all these armies and these battles. Man, oh, that's kind of knocked me for six, that. Can't believe Gunnulf's gone. You can't just leave him. With few options, you settle on lowering a man by rope into the valley. He shouts that the battered body of Gunnulf is definitely dead, and with their combined weight the rope won't hold. The gold is scattered across the rocks and too far to reach anyway. You face the fact that it's been completely lost. A day later you're back on the march with nothing to show for it. Wow. Right. I think we'll call it a day there, guys. God, that's been brutal. It's kind of knocked me for six, that. I was really getting into Gunnulf. He was like our awesome shock troop, you know. I should have just told him to let go. I didn't think he'd bloody die. Jeez. Oh, I feel quite sad. Bad decisions, man. Bad decisions. Okay, well, I'll see you for the next episode.